Hey everyone, so today we're going to be talking about 4 unique ways to bust through your plateaus. Now, when it comes to losing weight or building muscle, bumping into a plateau is one of the most frustrating parts of transforming your body and changing your diet and starting to exercise for the first time. They're pretty much always inevitable too, so everybody has to face this frustration at some point if you're looking to change the composition or weight of your body in some way. Now, some of these may sound a little unconventional to you, but they have been tried, true, and tested, and they do work. So if you're bumping up against a frustrating plateau right now and you need help breaking through it, test out one or maybe even all of these 4 methods in different combinations to see if they work for you, and then let me know how it goes. So what most people don't know when losing weight is when they bump up against a plateau that they might be cutting their calories too dramatically. Now, what this can do temporarily is dramatically stunt your metabolism so that you're going to have trouble breaking over that hump. So basically what happens in a circumstance like this, say I cut myself back to eating 1,000 calories a day, and my goal was to lose weight and lose body fat. Well, eventually my body's going to get used to functioning on 1,000 calories a day, and let's say I was eating 2,000 before. So my body's basically going to say to me, oh, well, Jack's fine functioning on 1,000 calories. We don't have to burn as many calories while we're at rest. So my resting metabolism starts to go and sink down a little bit, which isn't great for you or me if you're losing weight. So one way that we can counteract this and bring our metabolism back to life and reignite that fire is to start eating more calories. Now, I've had a couple of really successful clients recently, and in the about 100 clients I've trained, I'd say a little more than half of that have been women. And I think that they typically struggle more hitting plateaus than guys do. And one big trend that I noticed with most of them is that they were working out hard, they were working out a lot, but the weight wasn't coming off for some reason. So I told them, I was like, okay, well, you can keep working out as much as you want to, but you need to eat more calories in order to break over this bump. You know what happened? 100% of them hit new goals and new low weights that they had never seen before because they were able to bring their metabolism back to life. Now, you may have heard something like this called reverse dieting, and I think that's a perfectly good term for what you're going to be doing here because you're doing the opposite of what most people do in their diet. You're not cutting your calories, you're actually increasing your calories. Now, by increasing your calories, I don't mean just eat more crap or eat more of anything. I mean eat more real food. So eat things like lean proteins or fattier proteins, fruits and vegetables for your carbohydrates, and then healthy fats like avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, coconut oil, things like that, so you can get your metabolism revving back up again, and that will help you break through your plateau. So the second way that you can break through a plateau, and this might scare some of you, I know it scares me a little bit, is that you need to work out less. I've trained several people who overtrain every week, and I've been through times in my life where I'll work out 7 days a week and I'll go on 17-day streaks until my body absolutely crashes. I'll lose progress, I won't get enough sleep, I won't get enough nutrients, and I'm constantly pummeling my muscles and my heart and my cardiovascular system into the ground so that they never get the chance to recover and get stronger and get better. So what I'll have my clients do a lot of times, say you're training 6 to 10 hours a week right now, I might actually have you cut your work in half for a week or two, have you eat more calories like we mentioned in the first point, and see what the change is in a couple weeks ensuing. Chances are you'll probably end up dropping weight because that's also going to help you raise your resting metabolic rate. Because like with food, when you're working out a ton, your body gets used to that and gets used to you burning those calories through physical activity. So then if your body's expecting a workout, it'll say, oh, well, I don't have to burn as many calories at rest because I know Jack's going to go to the gym and he's going to do weightlifting, circuit training, running, high intensity interval training, whatever I'm going to do. So you kind of have to shock your body a little bit and cut your workout time. And it doesn't have to be by half. It's just a round figure that I'm using for this example. But you can shock your body and your metabolism back to life because when you cut your workouts in half, your body will be like, oh, wow, Jack's not working out as much anymore. So we're going to have to increase our basal or resting metabolic rate to be able to burn more calories at rest since he isn't as active. So that's the second way that you can rock through your plateau. The third way that you can break through your plateau is start doing more resistance training and less cardio. I just want to say that I love running. I've loved running for 10 years, and I'm probably going to have it as some integral part of my program for the rest of my life. But cardio definitely has its place in my program. There's a time in my life where I was doing hours of cardio every week, and resistance training was the supplement. I was probably only eating 12, 13, 1400 calories a day, and I was maintaining my weight. Now, the focal point of my exercise program is weight training and resistance training, but I make sure to get plenty of cardio in by setting up supersets, by doing circuit training, by running sprints after my workout so that I can make sure that I keep my heart and lungs healthy. So what I would recommend doing is, if you're at a place in your life where cardiovascular training is the focal point of your program, start doing a little more resistance training. Even if you're doing 3 or 4 days a week of body weight workouts or body weight circuits at home, you can still keep your heart rate elevated and get your cardio in while you're doing things like body weight circuit training or circuit training in the gym. So start doing more resistance training and condition your muscle fibers. So by doing more resistance training and less cardio, you're actually going to be able to increase your metabolism, and that'll help you come over that plateau or hump. One of the worst parts about cardio is that it actually can stunt your metabolism, just like dramatic calorie cutting can, and just like working out too much can. See, when you're doing cardiovascular training like running, jogging, rowing, cycling, any kind of steady state cardiovascular activity, you're burning a ton of calories while you're doing the activity, but you're not going to burn a ton of calories after. The other downside of just purely cardiovascular activity, depending on what kind of cardio you're doing, is they can start to eat through your muscle tissue for energy. Sometimes up to 20 to 30% of your muscle tissue will be eaten in weight loss if your focal point in your exercise program is cardiovascular exercise and you're not doing any kind of resistance training to supplement it. You need to build muscle while losing weight so that you can keep your metabolism high and break through that plateau. It'll also give you a nice, lean, athletic looking tone to your body, which you won't get with just a weight loss program that's circled around cardio. Most of those people end up being skinny fat, and I think I was skinny fat for about 3 or 4 years before I discovered, hey, weightlifting needs to be the focal point of my program, and I need to start doing circuit training so that I can get my cardiovascular training in there too, and I can look a lot better when I lose weight than I would if I was just running 20 miles a week. So the last way that you can break through a plateau, and this kind of goes back to overtraining, is just by simply taking a day off. If you've been working out, running, lifting, doing body weight home workouts, yoga, whatever it may be for 7 days a week, sometimes that you just need to take a day off, or sometimes people will even take a week off to rest, recover, help reset their body, reset their hormones, reset their metabolism, and then get back into it a week later, and they'll find that their results are even better in that week ensuing their week of taking a rest or taking a break from everything. So there you have it. There's 4 unique techniques that you can use to break through your plateaus. I've tested this on plenty of my clients, and I've trained over 100 people in person, and each one of these have been tried and true, super simple to implement, and have gotten those people to their new goal weights and have helped them improve their body composition and reignite their metabolism. And I hope you see the same success using one of these 4 methods to break through your plateau the next time you get there.